Hey everyone, Karen here with the Rest RN. I wanted to take a quick moment to show you what a stress and well-being care plan session is going to look like with me because it's an added additional bonus that I'm offering for all people who enroll in my group coaching program by Sunday at midnight. And so it's a really awesome additional bonus. It's one of my favorite things to do with clients and it's really powerful. And so, if you're considering joining Stress Solutions RN, which you should because it's amazing, I wouldn't want you to miss out on this bonus because it's time sensitive. And if you're just curious a little bit about what I do and maybe how you can start to actually strategically look at your stress levels and what you might do with a stress coach, this is a great thing to check out. So, how do we know that um, we are even stressed? Usually we feel it in our bodies, right? We feel it in our bodies, maybe we feel it in our emotions, but how do we know exactly where that's coming from? What's causing it? What to do about it? That's where usually most people do not have the skills and the tools, and it gets really overwhelming. I know that is my story, and that's one of the reasons why now I teach stress management is because it was so hard to figure out how I'm supposed to actually decrease my stress response. But when I started to do that, everything else got easier and better. Your stress response is connected to so many different parts of your physical, emotional, and mental health. So it's a foundational skill to know, but we just aren't taught it. So that's why I'm here chatting with you. So, how do we know where we're really stressed or what's kind of the biggest stressors in our lives? So, most of us nurses know the first step of the nursing process is assessment. So, I actually do have an assessment that I use for my clients that is a standardized assessment. It's called through HeartMath, it's called a stress and well-being assessment. And it allows you to kind of answer a bunch of questions about your life. And then it tells you a snapshot where you are and where things are showing up for you. So I want to share with you an example of results from a stress and well-being assessment. So it gives you this score of total stress and kind of shows you the different parts that different types of stress: physical stress, work stress, relationship stress, social support, emotional, and then your stress response. And so you can really see clearly, maybe just know you're stressed, but it gives you a lot of insight to say, oh, maybe work stress is one of those things, and financial stress. If maybe I focus on those two things, that's going to make the most difference for me. So it gives tangible language to stress. And then also, um, it also will show us well-being. So it gives you a little insight onto where your strengths might be: resilience, emotional vitality, stress management. So it's not just saying, oh, you're stressed and here's all your problems. It also shows you maybe some areas of strength and then also areas that you can build. And so when I work with my clients, what I do is we use this as a baseline to build out a care plan. So it gives us assessment data. It gives us a clear starting point for what this crazy feeling of stress is and actually what we might do about it. And also, what's cool about it is we can track progress. So we can take another one of those assessments in 12 weeks, which is the kind of the end of the course for the Stress Solutions program, where we've kind of gone through all the major pillars, addressed all these key parts of our stress response and our wellness, and we can take it again and we can see what shifted. And it feels so good to be able to see things change. I don't know about you, but as a nurse, I do like numbers and I like evidence of change. And so sometimes you feel good, but it's really nice to see maybe where and maybe areas you didn't think really were impacted that well actually do shift. And that's exciting too, because when we improve one area of our life, it overflows into other areas. We don't have to do everything at once. You just pick those, like the needle mover areas, and focus on that. So that's exactly what we do when we build your care plan. Now, this is not I don't want any nursing instructors to get on me for this not being an official care plan, but I use the example that a lot of more nursing students are doing now is like a care map. I love the visual of it. And I took some basic components that we use in the nursing care plan to really what we do is we make a visual of what's going on for us. The benefit of this is it gives you a one-page summary of our conversation and really clarifies everything that we talked about, and it gives you a great place to start, right? So you might write your total stress scores, your total well-being scores, or the things that stood out to you from there, and then your what do you want to shift mostly for you? What's your desired outcome? Like less stress before work, more relaxation when you get home, more fun with your family, better sleep, better energy levels. And then from our total stress section, we can pick two areas, maybe the two highest scorers on the assessment, and then pick just two small actions and the reasoning behind to get started. We don't have to change everything. We just start small. Find needle mover moments and start small. Then we do also look at total well-being. What are things that you're doing right now that are building resilience? What's working for you? What do you want to build on? Because it's really important too that we just don't we focus and learn about our strengths and not always focus on the things that we aren't doing well because we have a lot of tools. Sometimes we just have to be reminded of those. So that is the process for a stress and well-being care plan session, which is a bonus free 60-minute session added on to get you the best start possible for your stress solutions journey with us. So if that's something that you're like, man, that sounds amazing, I don't want to miss that, go ahead and just reach out to me and I will get you all the information to get enrolled in Stress Solutions RN because this program is just so amazing. It's designed specifically by a nurse, me, for nurses. So it addresses stress specifically in the unique ways that nurses encounter it, not just at work, but at home. And it's designed for nurses to get results. Doing things that make sense for us in the current environment of working in healthcare and living a modern life. And we look at our wellness through the lens of the stress response. So we build an incredible foundation that you can then build on with all other wellness and interventions. But if you don't address stress, all those other things that we're doing don't work as well. And we may actually self sabotage all those things that we're doing to get healthier if we don't look at how all those things are impacting how stressed we are. So, any questions, reach out to me. I don't want you to miss this bonus. So, take care and let me know what questions you have.